Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're very proud to have the Newmar management team in town. Beautiful Newmars here in the showroom, and going to be celebrating the achievements Guaranty RV performed last year. And we'll be getting into the formal part of this in a little bit, but the two awards are behind me, both the Newmar 2016 Platinum Award and the even harder to earn MUIR Award. So we're so pleased at the team. Let's give them all a big hand. It's a team win for sure. Sherry, I would like you to come up here and take a brief bow, just because Tim Cook, our service director, assigned the project to Sherry to be the one to watch every step of the Newmar standards to earn not only the Platinum Award, but the MUIR Award. And she sought out the help from tons of people, many of you in this room, and a few that are not, to make sure we had the standards met, watched very closely to know where we had to improve if we weren't quite measuring up in a certain area. Sherry just mentioned too that we're at 98% year to date for 2017, so we're going to do this again. Let's give her a hand for before and what's going on right now. Sherry, keep up the good work. You've got an eye for the target, and that's raised our stakes throughout the company, and we're so proud of you. So we'll probably have Newmar up here in a moment to say a few words of grace, so hold that thought for right up. For in the meantime, thanks a million. Keep up the good work, Sherry. Another lady who's very important in this room is mother to Marty, Eric, and Shannon Nill, chairperson of the board of Guaranty RV. And for the last year, Mom has raised her stakes too to be a leader in the area of Guaranty RV, and to an extent Chevrolet as well, which that's where we got our start. So I know Terry's proud of you, and Ed is proud of you, all of us, Marty and I, of course. Let's give Mom a hand for all you do around here. We'll give you a chance to say a few words if you like here in a minute, Mom, but in the meantime, the main thing is our friends from Newmar coming clear across the country to put a little wind in our sails, to give us some of the background and what it takes to earn these awards. I wondered if we could start with John Samoot coming up here. John, you are our man behind the scenes in sales that's helping steer things. This is a service and sales award. Would you mind saying a few words about what it took to earn this award and your view from back at the plant?
Sure. Good morning. And we are very proud and very happy to be here to honor all of you that have had a hand, and we know that it's a team effort. Sherry's the one beating the drum and leading the way and keeping the eye on the target, as Shannon said, but it is really a team effort. It takes everybody, service advisors, parts counter people, service manager, and of course the technicians to do quality work. We try to build these coaches as best as we possibly can, and that is a target that we keep an eye on. But we know we're not perfect, and the product's not perfect, and we've got room to do better. But knowing that these are houses on wheels and they do go down the road and shake and rattle, and things are going to go wrong, it's proud for us to have a partner like Guaranty RV to represent us here in Oregon with customers from all over the country, including some transient RVers. You've got our back, and we've got yours in the area of parts and service support. And Mr. Parks will talk more about that, or Matt Utley will talk more about that here in just a few minutes. But congratulations. It's a real honor to be here to honor all of you. Thanks.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Dick, would you mind coming up and sharing a few words of wisdom with the family, the Guaranty family? And we learned when we were doing the FMCA show over in Redmond, we asked, when did you guys start in? And Matt Miller said, 1966, and Dad goes, did you hear that, Shannon? 1966? I go, yeah, Dad, I heard that. That's when we started, and it was like, how cool is that? We both made it through the downturn by tightening our belts and making sure we weren't going to have the government, our fellow citizens, bail us out, and that did not happen, and as we share that in common too. So give a big hand to Dick Parks, please.
Hello, everyone. When we found out you not only had earned the CSI award, but then we did the calculation, and then we found out you earned the Mahlon Miller Service Excellence Award. My heart soared like an eagle. We really enjoy doing business with Guaranty, and we do know, and John mentioned it, it's a team effort. Everybody, it just takes one oops and you lose a customer. And I think the most important thing as far as our whole deal is we're trying to make the best coach we can. We want to work with the dealer so that you not only sell that customer one time, but every time they're going to buy an RV, they're going to come back and buy an RV from Guaranty. That's the real win. It's good to get that first sale, but get the second, third. If somebody comes in, they're 50 years old and they're going to buy every 3 years, how many coaches is that by the time they get through RVing? So that's the real key, and that's why it takes everybody in Newmar and everybody at Guaranty in order to make that happen, because, again, it just takes one bad experience, one bad coach, and maybe you lost that customer forever. So we don't want to lose any customers. So we appreciate being here, and congratulations. And again, Sherry, thanks for leading the charge.
Thank you, Dick. Thank you very much. Good job, Dick. These coaches wouldn't stand near as tall if they didn't have a Cracker Jack plant manager overseeing the production. Jay, Kenny, would you mind coming up and sharing a couple words from the perspective of the plant floor and the men and the women that build these things? Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Kenny. A VIP for sure. Hi, Jay.
Obviously, I just got promoted. I'm not the plant manager. I'm the director of sales. But I appreciate that anyhow. Maybe I can look for that in my check, Dick. See what we can do. Something comes to mind. Across the country, there are a lot of dealers. Some of them are very good sales dealers. Some of them are very good service dealers. But rarely do you find somebody that does both, and does both to a level of excellence. And that says an awful lot for Guaranty and the people that work here. And a team is only, as good as it's only as strong as its weakest link, which if you look at your scores, you don't have any weak links. Everybody's pulling on the rope, doing a great job. And the other, the speed of the team is the speed of the leader. It means you got some awful good leaders. I mean, you've got some people at the top that have set out a message, have pointed you into a direction that they want to see the company go, and you folks have followed that. And gosh sakes, look what happens. You end up with the awards that you have, and that just guarantees job security for years and years for all of you. The company will grow. So we truly appreciate your business. We thank you for your purchases. We thank you for the happy customers that you make for us, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Well, Director of Sales wouldn't do very well if they didn't build the coaches right to begin with. So, Matt Utley, would you mind coming up here? You made a trip out here for good reason to share some comments and insights. So please give it up for Matt Utley.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Matt Utley. I'm the Vice President of Service Operations with almost 30 years at Newmar, which is hard to believe. That went by fast. It is, yeah. We're just honored to be here. We really enjoy, from a service perspective, our relationship with Guaranty RV. Our customer support and our technical support folks, your account manager, service account manager, Chad Ramsey, or Chad Folks here. Chad's at home. He's here too as well to help celebrate, and we all enjoy working with Guaranty RV. It's just a pleasure to have that relationship with you. You've won and earned two of our awards, the CSI Customer Service Excellence Award with a score of 93.74, almost 94, for last year with 164 responses. So that's a lot of customers responding to the survey, and it's a good percentage for you. So we're just proud to honor you with that award. But in addition to that, you've earned the Mahlon Miller Service Excellence Award, and that is really prestigious because there are only 4 earners, 5 this year, but 4 typically earners of that award in our entire dealer network. So that's a great honor. You've earned the highest score in the highest response category that we have, and it's very difficult to do that. So we want to honor you with the Mahlon Miller Service Excellence Award also. So, and you're on target to even have higher scores this year than you did last year. We're teasing Sherry; she's at 98.5, and we're wondering, well, why can't you get that other 1.5 points? It's only a 1.5 points, you know. So I'm sure you're going to be doing this again. We'll be here to honor you again. But a lot of great comments. I couldn't add any more other than to congratulate you on this great achievement.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you, Matt. Everybody in this room had a hand in these awards. One for sure is my wife, Barbara, who supports me a ton and runs the Guaranty Traveler Club. We got a rally coming up in Santa Barbara at the end of the month. It's going to be a lot of fun, and then one in the summer around the June 1st date. Hoping to have our RV park done, but we've got plans. We've got Bob and weave when we need to because the rain has slowed the construction. But Ed Morgan, would you mind coming up here and give us a peek, a couple words of wisdom? Ed is the general manager of Guaranty RV. He is highly interested in achieving these awards, and he was behind the scenes keeping tabs on this the whole way. So please give it up for Mr. Ed Morgan.
Thank you. Well, if you want words of wisdom, it'll be very few words. So, no, actually, I remember back when we first took the trip out to Indiana to meet all of you guys, and all you guys are still here, which is a testament in this business, that's for sure. And I remember coming back, and we talked about what we're going to do, and should we take you on, and you know, we ultimately made that decision, and I will tell you personally, I've never had 1 second of regret about ever doing that. It's been a good move from the first day, and it's continued to be a good move. When people talk to me about all the products that we have, and I'll mention that we were a Newmar dealer, and they ask me what I like about it, and I say, well, if they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it, and I don't have to get it down in writing, and I don't have to get a bunch of lawyers involved and negotiate everything. If they say they're going to do something, they do it. And that's rare in this business as well, and we really appreciate it. And it's just been a great partnership, and I am particularly pleased to get this. It's been a very important award for me personally, and we earned it. Sherry did a great job, and we thank you very much for it. So.
Thank you, Ed. Awesome. Way to go. Today's food is brought to you by the Guaranty Travel Center, and Leslie's prepared a beautiful lunch. We got a great dessert with a custom cake with a Newmar motorhome and a mountain scene that's typical of where our customers like to go. The employees in this store like to RV too, and we like to get out and have fun. And before we have lunch today, Terry, would you come up here and share just a couple quick words? Terry runs the sales department, so we would not have earned these awards if he wasn't as ambitious as he is, looking for wins every day. And these two, I know, make you very proud and our whole team proud. So thanks, Terry.
Thank you very much. That's very nice. Yeah, actually, when the trophies were delivered, Sherry brought them over, and I thought, don't you need some help carrying those? So as we got them out of the box and unwrapped them, I can honestly say of all the awards that I've ever won in 35 years, these are definitely the hottest looking trophies I've ever seen in my life. So I've looked at a lot of trophy shelves, and ironically, they were sitting behind my desk on the credenza, and we had the window open just a little bit, and the sun was coming through, and so I even got to see another side of them. So they are beautiful, and they represent a lot. For me personally, they kind of represent a quest that we've been on for a number of years as we've come back from this economic downturn that we've all been part of. And I think ultimately my goal, and I think many people's goal in this company, is to see us go from a high-class company to a world-class organization. And I think first thing you have to have is great people. I think we have that. That's never been in question. We have to have great products, and I think that this is a great example of that testament. But we also have to have great processes and not lose people along the way as we grow. And I think that's the kind of safety net that makes me feel like, you know, we're not just selling people vehicles, we're getting them what they pay for. And that sounds really trite in the world we live in today because it's so fast and everybody wants the money or the best buy. And I think we give people everything they could possibly expect. And when we make a mistake or things go wrong, it's also just as exciting to see how we step up and make it right and fix it. So, yeah, these represent a lot to everybody in this company that have worked really hard to get here. And all I can say is 98% is great. These are the beginning, and we look forward to many more opportunities to win these kind of awards. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Terry. Awesome. Way to go. Couple quick announcements by three more people. Matt, Chad, would you come up here? Chad works in the service department. You made a trip out here. You've noticed some wins around the country. Can you give us your insights on how things went here at Guaranty and earning these awards?
Now, I'd just like to reiterate what everyone has already said, with Sherry's leadership the last couple of years. I mean, how many years have been since you guys have had the CSI award? 3 years? Yeah. So it's the first time in 3 years, and, you guys have made, leaps and bounds over the last year as far as getting that percentage up, and like I said, for this year, we're on track to be even better, and, this is a group award starts. So many people in this room, everybody has to buy into the system to actually make this work, and I'd just like to thank everyone.
Thank you, Chad. Awesome job. Thanks, buddy. Okay, Tim Cook, come on up. Tim organizes all the fixed operations around here, who really had the brainchild of doubling down on this award and assigning Sherry the task. So I know you kind of feel like a proud papa with these two awards here, don't you?
Very proud, and what I'd like to do right now is just take this chance just to say thank you to everybody that's involved in this, all our service technicians, managers, parts people, as well as our partners at Newmar who helped get this, and especially Sherry for taking this project on with passion and absolutely just crushing it, just like you always do. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much, Tim. Okay, I know everybody's getting hungry. I do want to recognize Jolene, who does a great job at these sorts of events and setting things up in a really personal way. And let's give Jolene a hand, please. Okay, I saved the main man for last. This guy used to sell RVs for us, went on to be a factory rep for another good company, and then saw the light joining Newmar. And I'd like Jeff Lake to come up here and join me for a quick moment. Give it up for Jeff Lake, please. Jeff?
Thank you. It's truly a privilege to be a part of the Guaranty family. I go back with the Neils probably 30 years plus, and what everybody here, there's a lot of employees here that have been here 20, 30 years, and there's really not another dealership like this that I've really experienced, from doing everything from the sales to the parts, warranty, service, what they do for their customers with the travel club and Barbara, and and the legacy that Herb, his vision, what he did. We lost him a year ago, and Shannon, you've really picked up the ball and carried on his legacy, and the future of this industry is amazing. I've been traveling at a lot of shows lately, and it's just been unbelievable traffic, positive attitude, and a lot of stuff happening. I think in our country, especially with the elections gone, RV lifestyle, people are embracing it, and the sky's the limit, really. And it's just been an honor to be part of this family, and have my kids here involved, and how everyone's treated my son Connor, who works here. I appreciate that, and what people have done for me, both professionally and personally. Thank you.
Right on. Jeff, stay up here for a second. One thing that Jeff agrees with and works very well with Newmar is their Christian-based organization. I'd like you just to stand by me, and we're going to offer a short prayer before we break bread. Dear Lord, thank you for the great cooperation and teamwork between the Newmar Company and the Guaranty RV Company. Thank you for helping our customers enjoy their RVs and get the most out of life. Bless this food to our bodies. Allow our travels to be safe and sound, and get home safe to our families. In God's name we pray. Amen. Okay, let's have the Newmar table head up to the chow line first. So that would be these two tables right here, the ones that Dick and John are at. So you folks make your way to the buffet, and then we'll follow suit right after that. So I want to take care of our guests first.